Shalom friends, Shmuel Chantal, the running tour guide. Welcome back to the channel. Dawn is breaking here in the Hula Valley in the Hula Nature Reserve. We're here for a race. Can you believe it? Races are back big time in Israel and we are running a half marathon. There's a 10K, there's a 4K family run. I'm going to give you a feeling as to what it's like to run in this incredibly special place. This is an event put together by Marathon Israel, and it's the first of a series of incredible races that I'm going to be taking you to, each with its own specific history, flavor, and wow, so much potential for all of you guys out there to come and run in Israel in the footsteps of history. Remember to subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, let us know what you think. We're going to take you to places you've never been before. Let's go. Welcome to Hula Visitor Center. The race atmosphere is underway.
כפיים לכם וגם לעגמון ולקק"ל, כל הכבוד. בוקר טוב, ברוכים הבאים, מרוץ העגור עם עגורים.
4, 3, 2, 1, בהצלחה! חצי המרתון יצא לדרך, עגמון החולה, קק"ל במרתון ישראל.
And we're on our way. This is the half marathon bunch. The next start is the 10K. The half marathon is a 2-loop course, 10.5 kilometers, taking us around the lake. Agmona Hula. Enjoy it with us. Stay with us. Folks, I hope you can hear it. Not only the footsteps, but you hear the sounds of the cranes as they're taking off this early morning here in Agmona Hula, the finger of Galilee, the Galilee Panhandle, one of the top 10 birding sites on planet Earth. And you can do it on foot. Absorb the beauty as you run these flat valleys. What do you say, Noam?
Race, have fun, beautiful place.
Why did you choose this race?
Our coach told us to.
Ah, you see, they listen to the coach. Great. Well, we're doing a comfortable pace of 4:15 per kilometer here. I'm going to stick with the spirit of Israel here. That's the leading bunch. Okay, we've formed into a nice little bus here. We're waiting for the sun to rise. Look up ahead, you'll see the Golan Heights. So the valley is hugged by the mountains of the Golan to our east, and behind us the mountains of Naphtali to the west. Oh, there we go. That's the 7-kilometer mark, 4:14. So let me tell you a little bit about why you should come and run Mרוץ העגור, the Crane Race. Well, the name says it all. We are busy running in one of the top 10 bird heritage conservation projects on planet Earth. So if you're an ornithologist and a runner, there's no excuse. You have to come and do it. A brief history about this race, brief history about where we are. Just look around you. You can see this immense valley. And this valley is known as the Finger of Galilee, or Emek HaHula, the Hula Valley. Now, take yourselves back 100 years, a century. This place was a swampland. You can see some of the remains of the swamps here. It was malaria infested, a very difficult place to live and to settle, but it was one of the Zionist dreams and visions to drain the swamps in 1951, and that really was an achievement, but unfortunately an ecological disaster. Why is it a disaster? Stick with me and I'll tell you at the 12k mark what this incredible conservation project has managed to achieve. And when you come and run this race, your entry fee goes to supporting the project. So come on, next year, come and run. marathonisrael.co.il markets these wonderful races, great historical events, conservation events, running events. I'm getting all choked up. It's very special. So enjoy the sunrise behind us over what used to be Syria, today the Golan Heights, the land of Israel, the land of promise. מים וששון.
לזרוק את הכל.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהכל נהיה בדברו. Yummy. There's the sunrise. 8 kilometers into the run and the sun has risen. Beautiful temperature. We're looking at about 18 degrees for the race start and probably about 22 for the race finish. That's in Celsius. Flat, easy course. Silent running, strong. There they are, the cranes. העגור. בוקר טוב.
בוקר טוב.
איך קוראים לך?
אורי.
בוקר טוב אורי.
בוקר טוב.
שמי שמואל.
איפה?
The running tour guide ממודיעין.
וואלה, בהצלחה.
תודה, למה בחרת את המרוץ הזאת?
בגלל הנוף.
זה סיבה טובה. כמה מילים באנגלית? אתה מדבר אנגלית?
Yes, of course.
So if you were an international tourist and you were wanting to come and run a race in Israel, would this be one of the ones to choose?
This is a wonderful view in the valley. There are a lot of birds and Agur.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say
The crane.
the crane. And this is the unique just in this area in Israel.
There we go, folks. You've heard it from a local. Uri, Shem Mishpacha,
Son of Moses.
son of Moses, Uri ben Moshe. How is that? Now that is something to tell you about the biblical miracle of Israel. I'm running here with Uri ben Moshe, the son of Moses, who wandered in the desert for 40 years with the nation of Israel, but never entered. He never had the privilege to do what we're doing. So Moshe, Uri ben Moshe, we're doing it for you, Moses. Every footstep counts. Welcome to the Holy Land, the Promised Land. Next up, I'll tell you a little bit about the continuing history of Hula Valley, of Mרוץ העגור. marathonisrael.co.il. Go and register for next year when registration's open. Toda. Look at all the birds here. It's a bird party. Over 400 different species of birds have been spotted in this reserve, in this valley, because it's part of one of the largest migratory routes of birds on planet Earth. 500 million birds cross Israel's skies every year, and many of these birds rest up here. Some stay for the winter. Woo! Toda rabah. Look at those guys go. So yeah, back to the migratory route. It really is one of these important feeding grounds, resting grounds between Africa and Europe. Keep it up. Jen Huss, I think that's the second place woman. Go Jen! תודה רבה, כל הכבוד! תודה. So basically, in 1951, the Zionist vision had the plan to drain the swamps, which they did. Now this was an amazing feat. but as I said, an ecological disaster. Because what happened is that this marshland, which has now been rehabilitated, dried out. The peat basically turned into dust, and the quality of the water that reaches the Sea of Galilee basically declined as a result of increase in nitrates and a whole lot of other scientific reasons. But soon after, the Society for the Protection of Nature in Israel, SP&I, was born, and they started this rehabilitation project, which was probably even more of a successful feat, bringing back parts of the lake of the valley of Hula. How's that? Boker Tov. Wow, look how wonderful. Look at these strides, look at that smile. Look at the spirit, kol hakavod. Go catch Noam. 18K. Chai, Chaim, life. What a blessing. Hey! Hello family. Love you. Well done. Okay folks, the finish straight of Mרוץ העגור, the Crane Race. What a race! You have to come and do it. One of my favorites. Woo! There we go! Fantastic. 1:30:38. What an incredible day. Feel the atmosphere. And you earn yourself a beautiful medal. Whoa! Look at that, how beautiful. Mרוץ העגור, it's done, come and do it. Visit the Holy Land. Here I am at the finish with Ofer, marathonisrael.co.il. What an incredible race event he's put on. Remember, this is the beginning of how many? 9 races throughout the land of Israel? 9
special events like this.
9 special events, not races, events. So stay tuned. The next one, Mרוץ Bujolei. Come and experience this wonderful place. תודה רבה, אוקיי. היה ממש perfect. Okay guys, say hello to the family. See you in the next one. Which one is yours? Which one is yours? That one. Which one is yours? Yay! Well done! Say, put your hands up. Yay! Woo! Mרוץ העגור. Crane Race. Peace out. Okay folks, the perfect way to celebrate the end of the Crane Race, the Mרוץ העגור here in Agmona Hula. L'chaim to all of you, wishing you a happy weekend, a Shabbat Shalom. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Plenty more of running races, historical sites, and the journeys through the footsteps of the historical and biblical land of Israel. See you in the next one. L'chaim.